This is the Wavytalk 5-in-1 curling wand set, and if you're somebody like me who's always wanted to try out all of the hot tools, but maybe you don't have space to be able to store it all, or you don't want to spend the money on all of that because you're just making do with what you have, this completely solves that for us. I'm going to show you everything that's included, and then I'll show you how well it works. The first thing you'll notice with this tool is that everything heats up in 30 seconds, so you don't have to sit there and wait around. There are some small pieces in here, so I keep mine in the box so that I can keep the box in where I keep all of my towels. If you like to use a heat-resistant glove, then the company does send one of those. They give us clips, and they're the kind that are really, really tightly clamped on your hair, so I use these ones every single time that I'm using this. Something that I wanted to point out with this is that this wand right here, a lot of people in the reviews, they thought that this was like a blow dryer. This does not blow dry your hair. Everything on here, all of the attachments, everything heats up. The reason I like this attachment so much is because it gives my hair a lot of volume. I love having the bristles because I can manipulate my hair exactly how I want it to be in terms of the structure of the volume. This measures 1.5 inches altogether. This is the 1.25 inch barrel. We have a 1/2 inch barrel. Something I wanted to point out with these is that they function very similar, but they give you a completely different curl, especially depending upon the amount of tension that you're holding to your hair when you are using these. So I love having the different types of these. If you're just beginning with curling irons that don't have a clamp, I feel like this one that's beveled is a lot more user-friendly to be able to start out with, just because your hair kind of grips into each of these divots. And if you've never used a straight wand like this, it's always easiest to be able to hold this tip up in order to be able to wrap your hair around it so that nothing falls down. Now, I haven't traveled with this yet, but it's very lightweight, so you definitely could. The company does send this really nice traveling bag. There are 2 different settings on here in terms of temperature. This setting number 2, the company recommends that we use with this attachment. It'll go from 302 all the way up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And if we plan on using any of these attachments, the company recommends that we put it on setting number 1. What I have found is this definitely varies depending on your hair type. I have very long, very curly hair, and I almost always have everything on number 2. There is a push button right here. The attachments are so easy to interchange. You'll notice that we have these 2 little holes right here and then these 2 little pins right here. And all we need to do is just line everything right up like this and then push it all into place. In order to remove these, it's very easy to have that glove if you needed it. You could just push the button right here and then pull everything out to be able to detach it. One suggestion that I have is if you're using attachments that are not these ones come with the stand, but the other ones don't, like these, for example. So something that I found is I might use the glove in order to be able to kind of use it as a stand, just so I'm not putting this directly onto my counter. To be totally honest, I have other hot tools that I could use, but I have not even touched them since I got this one. The main reason for that is because I love having everything all in one box, and it makes me want to kind of try the different styles out by using the different attachments on this. Also, because it is so easy to interchange each of these, I'm finding that I'm just kind of enjoying doing my hair a lot more than I was before. When you're changing from one plate to another, you don't have to wait in order for this to heat up because it takes just as quick to be able to heat up when you're changing the attachments as it does when you first turn this on. This is a fantastic find. I'm really glad the company sent me this one to try, and hopefully this helps.